Okay, so now we want to get into what our publisher actually displays. So if I go back to just the publisher that we've just been working on, and I click on search without using any of the filters, there's 376 items here. So what does a publisher show? A publisher shows fundamentally and principally relations. Where relations found in your move-on system? They're found under relations, relations, relations. So relations are what connects your university and any other external institution. So you can think of these as partner universities primarily, or agreement partners. And they're generally universities, but really it could be anybody possibly who has been established in your system as an external institution. So it won't be all of these. Notice here I've got only 105 external institutions, but I have over 400 relations. That means on average, I have 4 connection records, as in relation records, with these 105 institutions, right? So fundamentally, it's going to show these 476. Now, why is it 476 here where it's just only 376 here? Because not only does your move-on system only show relation records, but it also only shows ones that are active or have not been deactivated. So let's take a look at that. If I go to columns here, I'm going to remove some of these things that aren't important right now. I'm just going to say the name of the record and if it's been deactivated or not, if it's active. So when I pull up this column, almost all these are yes, as in they haven't been deactivated. If I wanted to deactivate this one, I would press this deactivate button. And then if it's deactivated and it's grayed out, it cannot and it will not display on my publisher, that particular record. Okay, so now I have, if I press active yes, as in they have not been deactivated, I should get 364 records on my Move On publisher, and I have 376. I'm not sure why there's a small difference, but I should get one less now. It should be 375. Well, sometimes there's a delay between the data that's here and the data that shows up here. But basically, the more you deactivate here, you make deactivated, then the less will show up here. So that's something to understand first and foremost. Now, if we want to have this publisher be something to do with study abroad options, the next thing we want to do is from our relations, we want to find the record types, relation type, just down here, relation type, which is, and the direction, I'm going to find as well. Relation type equals stay opportunity, as in a mobility program. And if this publisher is for my outgoing students, the direction of the mobility program is outgoing. So 177 records is what. So they're active. That's a baseline. That's a baseline parameter. But I'm also going to say that they're outgoing and they're stay opportunity records. So let's make that same configuration here. What I need to do is I need to go into data settings, configure data and search, and I get this filter relations by and the information tab here, filter relations by. So already what's pre-selected here is that it's only displaying things that have not been deactivated. I'm also going to say if the relation type is of the 7 options, it's stay opportunity, mobility programs, and the direction must be outgoing. We make those 2 parameters, and I'm going to press save. Then my publisher should be showing, if I refresh, 177 or close to that amount, 181. I'm not sure why it's off by a few numbers, but that's the basics of beginning to understand what your publisher will display. The record types are relation records. Automatically, only things that are yes active, as in have not been deactivated. And then it's up to us to display, do we want to display stay opportunities or maybe only partnership records? Partnership records, which maybe have a particular status. We're going to go back to the columns button, get rid of direction. The status of the partnership is active. Then our publisher would only show these 13 records if I made those same selections here. So I'm going to say record type equals partnership, Status, operational status is active. Make those two changes. And if I refresh the browser, I should get around only 13 options. Well, 20. My numbers are off. I'm not really sure why for the video, but that is the concept.